everyone, my name is Rhonda Robson and welcome to my fluid art channel. Today's video is how to protect your fluid art like the ones that I have behind me, because when they're in the sun, UV light hits it and it can fade your colors, and you don't want that. So today I want to demonstrate how to pour resin on top of your paintings and whether or not that is for you. I have to use a lot of PPE and protection gear in order to be safe when using resin. So let me get you down the canvas and let me show you how I do resin to cover and protect my canvases. Thanks for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. That way you know when I have a new video up. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Okay, so let's go ahead and protect our back. With resin, it's a thick layer, so we want to make sure that we're protecting the wood and protecting the back. So I'm putting Frogger tape down. I like the green tape better than the blue, but you can use the blue. It's really your own independent, you know, what you like actually. So I'm using the green, and I just go along and just put it all over, and then I want to make sure I raise my canvas. So these triangles right here I am putting in with push pins to raise my canvas off of the table, for one, for the resin to drip down, and for two, so that it gets the air up underneath. So now that I have the back protected, what I'd like to do now is I flip it over and then I make sure that my surface is clean. So I need to make sure that there's no dust, there's no dog hair. You might be hearing my dog in the background barking. We just need to make sure that it is a clean surface. So what I do is I take Windex and I just spray it on a paper towel, and then I wipe it, and then from there I just make sure that the Windex isn't too wet, but I'm making sure that I don't have any oil or residue on there, because if you have silicone on your canvas and you are about to put on resin or varnish, it is going to bubble and it is going to give you a weird indentation. So the thing here is that you want to make sure that you have everything off of the canvas and that is perfectly clean and there is no hairs or dust on it. So now that my canvas is prepared, what I need to do now is I need to mix the resin. I don't want to mix it ahead of time and have a whole bunch of it ready, because it will start to actually harden. So you want to do it right before you are going to apply the resin. You need to be exact with the proportions of both parts of what a resin is. So make sure you're reading the directions very carefully. So once you've done that, make sure that you have PPE, so personal protective gear, right? You need a mask, a respirator, you need gloves, and you need to make sure that your clothes are also covered as well. So make sure you get all that ready prior to mixing. Now, I utilize the plastic or a silicone in order to mix my resin in because it sticks. I tried to do that with glass and it didn't work out so good. So make sure you're using some type of a silicone container or plastic container that you can actually peel the dried resin off of. Now that you have that prepared, what you're going to want to do is make sure you mix it to the right consistency and the right amount of time. And it does there's a little heat to this, so make sure that you're aware of that. Okay, I've got my heat gun. I've got my mix all mixed now. So let's go ahead and get started. So after you do that, you're going to go ahead and pour it onto your canvas and spread it out. I have a silicone spatula that I spread it out. And then if you notice, I also have a heat gun that helps me to make sure it liquefies it. If it starts getting too hard, too fast, too thick, liquefies it and also gets the air bubbles out. And then once you're done with that, the key is to wipe the undersides. So I mean like the canvas, make sure you wipe the undersides because it's going to continue to drip and then you're going to have these really pointy like plastic things coming from the backside of your canvas. So make sure you keep wiping that with a stick or your finger with a glove on or your silicone spatula. Just keep wiping that. And then when you're ready, you can put that in your drying area and allow it to dry to set. And then every 10 to 15 minutes, I go back and I check underneath to make sure that those drips get taken care of again. Because really, honestly, I've done this and they are really sharp and you can sand them down, but man, it's a lot easier if you could just catch those drips while they're still wet. So when you're actually creating enough, so one thing that I want to make sure you realize is that when you mix the two, one thing I want to make sure you really pay attention to is when you mix the two ingredients together, you're going to have either excess or you're going to have too little. So make sure you know how much you need in order to put over top of your canvas. So now I'm going to show you a second canvas because I had it ready to go, so that way I knew I was going to have some excess resin and go ahead and do this project as well. And the cool thing about this one, you're going to see there's some cracks in it. It dried cracked, but I resined it and it looks really cool. So anyway, enjoy the rest of this. Thanks for watching, and let me know down below some of the things that you experience as a teaching moment or a lesson for yourself when working with resin. All right, I'm just going to let you just listen to the music while you watch me put some more resin on this painting. Bye for now. Bye. Hey, sorry, I don't have the end results. I actually gave these away already and I forgot to videotape and take pictures of that. So that's my fault that I don't have any end results for you guys. However, the metallic just really popped on both of these. That's one of the great things about resin. It really brings out the depth and the metallic and any iridescent that you have in your pieces. Sorry again. Thanks a lot for joining me. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that way you can get notified when I have a new video up. Thank you for watching and have a great day.